What I want to do is record in real life,
Oh, that'd be pretty interesting.
like how Jack, David did.
Yeah.
I want to do something like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like if me, you, and TFB, we made like a video together, like IRL. That'd be really fucking cozy, man. It depends on like whether or not TFB is comfortable like showing his face, because I know you showed your face on your channel. Oh, cute doggy. Rape it. But no, but I know
No,
you're okay with showing, your face on your channel because you've done that before, and I have as well on my
I
channel,
don't
or
think
sort of.
TFB cared.
The thing is with TFB, he manages to seem paranoid, but also the chillest person in the world at the same time. You know what I mean?
I know.
I honestly don't think he would mind.
He says he doesn't care if people track him on his phone.
Because, like, I know, like, when you go to, bars nowadays, because I know me and TFB, like, a few weeks back, we went to, like, this hotel bar, right? And you had to, like, sign in, because I'm assuming because of the COVID shit, right? And so TFB, he, gave, like, a fake name, and I'm assuming a fake number as well. In hindsight, I should have done that too, because like when I signed in as well, like I put in like my real name and number, which I shouldn't have done that. I think the only reason why I gave my real name and number, like when I signed into that hotel bar, is because like I was worried that like maybe the fucking bartenders would G check me for my fucking fake name, like, oh, show me your ID, and if they find out like my name on my ID doesn't match up with the name that I gave them, then I'd be fucked.
Was it electronic or paper?
Electronic.
Then you'll probably be fine.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
how would they know if you... I put Himmler as myself, and I put a random... The only problem is they can self-isolate you, but it's a very low chance. The only way they can do that is if there's actually a close contact. In my area, there's like hardly any infection.
Oh, damn. That's
So,
pretty good.
but I still give fake numbers.
Yeah, that's pretty Chadley, I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, the other day I didn't even give them my number, and the Floyd asked me, and I said I did it at library. Doxed. I did use the hand sanitizer, so I wasn't lying. I was half lying, half truthing.
Yeah, that's true. And I think most people who like work at, bars and, places like that, I think most of them, they're not really bothered to, enforce these, faggy COVID laws. I think most
But they
wages, they just want to,
they try to enforce.
they enforce it to the extent that the government wants them to, like to the extent that they don't get in trouble, because I think most people wouldn't care. I think most wages, they just want to just, do their job normally.
I guess. But the other day I was at, oh shit, I don't know if I want to say. I was at a certain shopping center, and it was like it was very busy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Is it the suburb that we usually hang out in? You don't
actually,
have to say it, but
no, I've been to more than one. But like, yeah,
oh
I don't notice a difference.
yeah.
Actually, one of them near me is one of the biggest in Sydney.
Oh shit.
Yeah, second biggest or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like now, every time I see a fucking hand sanitizer, I just fucking cringe. It's so soy. And then you have the
Yeah.
fucking virtue signaling redditors who think they're like
Like
moral.
never leave your house. Never leave your house. Get delivery and eat hot chips.
Exactly. They're on that fucking moral high ground cope. It's really cringe. Like these guys think they're like, fucking Tupac or something. Like these guys think they're a
Yeah.
fucking crusader of justice.
Well, my parents sometimes complain about social distancing. I've never seen them practicing it.
I forgot to mention this. This is a funny anecdote. When I was hanging out in the bar with TFB, like the hotel bar, right? And when he was like giving his fake name on his phone, the name fucking auto corrected to Adolf Hitler, like when he was filling out the form on his phone. So I'm assuming like he's done this before, right? I'm assuming he's given a fake name before. So that means at one point TFB once gave his fake name as Adolf Hitler.
I'll do that next time I'm in the library. The library uses paper slips. They have no clue who wrote it.
Very true, very
Actually,
true.
at bowling, I gave my fake phone number a real email. Like, I just don't want people calling me, that's all.
Yeah, I think an email is, it's less sensitive. Like, I'd be much more willing to give my email than my phone number. Because especially...
Number one, I don't want people knowing my phone number. Number two, I don't want them calling me. Number three, I don't want to be isolated for like 2 weeks. And four, mind your own business.
Exactly.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Most people probably give their real number. I
imagine,
just
imagine giving your real phone number.
cringe. I am not bold. I am not cringe.
The TFB
TFB
maxing.
2000. Some bird actually flew at my face this morning. I was on my deck and it just flew at me. I was just having breakfast, sitting calmly.
The birds, they listened to like our last podcast episode and they heard us talking shit about birds. That's why the bird fucking charged at you.
Yeah.
I was listening to like, a bunch of Tupac songs on like YouTube, and like the comment section is just filled with like, oh,
Black
rip,
Lives Matter.
yeah, Black Lives Matter, and oh, rip George Floyd. I mean, these guys are literally comparing George Floyd to Tupac, right? And I understand why they would make that connection with Black Lives Matter and Tupac. Like the connection is, pretty obvious, but it's pretty cringe that, they're comparing George Floyd to Tupac. I mean, it's a completely different situation. Like, it was a very different time in, Tupac's time. And I think it's very, cringe to compare, 2020 and, like, fucking 1995. It was very fucking different. Because back in 1995, there wasn't as much SJW shit. And there wasn't as much, virtue signaling.
Yeah, there was still some. It took off in the 90s.
Yeah, there definitely was, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as 2020.
I mean, yeah, probably. I don't really come into contact with SJWs too much because I avoid most of the main social medias, so
I'd like to think that, most people aren't like this in real life, because if you think about, like, the average, extremist SJW,
I don't know.
most of them don't even, leave their house. Like, most people in real life, they're normies.
Have you seen it? It doesn't make them good people.
No, of course not, but it's
just because but they're probably a little bit SJW. They believe in women's rights or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, most people like how suffragettes were. They may not believe in fourth wave feminism. They believe in second.
Yeah.
When in actual fact, those upper class women forced lower class women to vote.
Oh yeah.
They didn't actually want to vote, but the feminists just took over the political arena and forced them to. They're like, oh yeah, and they said, oh yeah, all women must vote.
Yeah.
Most women probably don't even care. Like, they'll just vote wherever their husband votes.
Yeah, exactly. I think most women, back then, they were okay with being, subservient. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, if you look at their happiness level, it's like way higher in 1950 than 2000.
Yeah.
And men's is a little bit higher nowadays. Loneliness I can understand, but killing yourself over being a virgin is a little bit cucked.
Yeah, I mean, I would never, rope over such a reason like that, personally. Like, if I were to ever rope, it would probably be because of bigger problems, like, poverty. Not that I'm a pover, but I'm fucking near it.
You don't seem to be in poverty.
Well, I'm near there.
Poverty in Australia is, like, completely different to poverty in Egypt.
Yeah, Southeast Asia. Yeah, I know. Because I know in places like Cambodia, they make like 2,000 USD per year.
Yeah, but you can buy rice for $1. In Australia, it's like $20
Yeah.
or whatever. $10. I wish I lived in Vietnam.
Really, Vietnam, huh? Why Vietnam in particular?
Because there's many cycle paths. I want to cycle.
Uncle Co maxing.
Sometimes when I ride my bike, I pretend I'm a fictional character. I'm not joking.
Which fictional character?
The guy from It.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just laughing. Or I pretend I'm Uncle Co.
You should pretend you're CJ from San Andreas when you're riding your bike.
Does he ride a lot?
In some sections of the game, especially in the beginning, yeah, he does.
Oh wow. CJ.
Like, literally the first mission in San Andreas is to steal a bike.
Steal a bike? Wow, you're a nigger.
Yeah, exactly. He literally acting like a stereotype.
Niggers. I remember that time I yelled nigger in the shopping centre.
Wait, was I there? I don't remember you saying
there.
that. Oh, no one was there, okay. Because if you said that, like, while I was hanging out with you, I think I would fucking remember that shit.
I want to read some Hemingway. I want to read some Tolstoy as well. Considering he only has 3 books.
I don't like reading books. I think they're really boring
Fuck you.
and annoying.
Fuck you. No.
Not saying Hemingway is
It's like playing a video.
boring because I've never read it, but I don't know. I like TV shows and movies because like I have a shit attention span. And just reading books is annoying unless I'm really interested in the content.
I mean, I have a decent attention span. I can read for like an hour and a half.
It's funny because I like writing stories too, but I fucking hate reading other people's work.
I prefer reading because their work is interesting.
Fair enough.
I'll write a bit, but do you ever just see a nigger and throw up in your...
No.
Well.
Dude, that reminds me. Remember when you were in an escalator in a shopping center, you took a picture of some fucking black person, and you posted it in the server.
I doxed him.
I just thought that was
He's
like
a
the most
nigger.
autistic shit in the world, because it's like, who
What?
the fuck does that? Why are you taking pictures of random black people on escalators and posting it
Why
in
is
the
he in
fucking
public?
server?
Ever heard of segregation? Okay. Anyway,
This is the best podcast in the
I'll
fucking
probably
world.
get banned off bitching.
You won't
How
get-
did hard? No, he did.
Wait.
Hard hitting. Did you ever watch him? The MGTOW guy.
No. How did he get?
Hard
how,
hit-
how the fuck do you get banned from BitShirt? It's
I don't
impossible.
know. I
Like,
don't
what
know.
did he do? Fucking
No, he
kid?
did.
Like, how do you get banned from BitShirt? That makes no sense.
I don't know.
Because it's like for the people that are watching right now, if you don't know what BitShirt is, it's basically
It's
YouTube,
like YouTube.
but with like very flexible rules, and it's very, very hard to get banned on BitShirt.
Very
that's
flexible. Look, if I'm reading a novel and you can write the word nigger in a novel, you can write it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or bitch.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like,
Oh.
like whenever people bring that up, this is a point that I hear a lot. Is, oh, YouTube is a private, company. They can do what they want.
So?
Okay, I get that. But do you also understand the significance that YouTube has? I mean, YouTube is like the #1, video sharing platform in the entire world. Okay, you have like.
And it's owned by Google, one of the biggest companies ever in the history of time. And it's more powerful than the government, probably. Definitely more powerful than the Australian government.
So I get it. Yes, it's a private company, but it has a lot of influence. So much influence. Fucking even the New South Wales, police force has like an official YouTube channel. So even like government, people are fucking setting up, channels on this platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump has a Twitter.
Yeah.
There's a White House YouTube as well.
Really? What the fuck? Damn.
Yeah.
So if you have even the White House, setting up, channels on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I really feel like some sort of law needs to be made that will, force YouTube to, allow free speech and, stop demonetization. The freedom of speech on YouTube, it doesn't exist. At least not anymore.
Yeah. Loan a home. Home alone. There's someone at my front door. Someone delivered a package.
I'm a rioting monkey.
Rioting or writing?
Rioting.
Rioting. I'll never riot. Fuck. Imagine actually being black and rioting. Why? Just get a job or something. I don't know.
No, that's the thing. Looting is easier. I've never actually. I don't know. The riots. It looks so romantic. I've never been in a riot. Where people are setting cars on fire and stealing televisions. But I don't know. That site. It looks so romantic. I want to be in a riot. Someday.
I want to fight a nigger. Yeah, why would you steal a TV? I don't even watch TV. Imagine watching TV in 2020.
Yeah, if I were to steal a TV, yeah, I wouldn't use it. I would just fucking sell it.
Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah, I
Niggers-
don't.
They don't know how to plan Like, if you look at there's higher chance of being a narcissist in the black person's brain. There's real studies. I doubt they're selling those TVs. They're probably just chuck them out the front and destroy them. I mean, we've seen videos of it. Have you seen the one where there's about 10 of them and they all run out of the store? It's so
I haven't
funny.
I haven't seen it, but that sounds fucking hilarious.
And they look very hyped up. They're like, yeah.
Oh, that nigga dead. World star.
Ooh, One of them starts making gorilla noises. A mixtapian jumps in, starts making gorilla.
Yeah, I love rap music. Yeah, I know it's just gorilla noises, but it's fucking fire, man. It's the music because I'm a monkey too. That's the music of my people. I like Biggie Smalls. I am a gorilla. You ain't no killer. The gets by your liver. I thought that was an amazing Biggie Smalls line.
I like the Big Pop.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player. Yeah, that's a
I like
good song
Unbelievable
too.
as well.
Or call me evil or unbelievable. They know Big B handling with the Mac in the act or pandolin. Yeah, that's a good song too. I love Unbelievable.
I've listened to a couple of Dre albums, maybe one and a half.
Oh yeah, I love Still Dre. It's Still
I
Dre
prefer
Day,
Dre
nigga.
to
Hey, nigga. Throw a grunt
I
out,
prefer
like,
Dre
keep it
to
home a lot.
Biggie.
Really? Yeah,
Yes.
fair enough.
Mog. Actually, I prefer myself to any of them. if only I didn't rap like I was reading the terms of service. Terms and service. How do you just
Okay,
put your
I
breath
wanna-
into it?
I wanna
How do-
like, because obviously the audience, they don't know that inside joke, so I want to explain it, real quick, just
okay.
so the audience can understand. Okay, so a while back, Port here, he posted, a rap into the server, and then Tylenol, he's like, oh, Port raps like he's reading the terms of service. It was fucking. It's obviously it's just a joke, but Port, I don't think you rap like you're reading the terms of service. I just thought like the joke was funny. I think you rap fine. I just thought the joke was funny.
I rap okay.
Yeah.
But sometimes sound a little bit down.
Depending on what you're rapping about, that's actually, to your advantage. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's probably because I was feeling down that day. There were about 2 days last week where I just, it was really hot and my aircon was broken. I felt like I want to die. Okay.
Damn. Yeah, Sydney's weather was. Yeah, it's been very bipolar lately. Like it was like raining yesterday a little bit, but now today is like, it's really hot today.
Yeah, no, it's fine today. It's kind of warm. I'm thinking of getting a job soon, or my parents pay me for volunteering. It's basically like a job.
Yeah, unofficially, yeah, I guess you're an unofficial wagey.
If I got a real job, I would quit volunteering. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah, but that's nice though. Like, the fact that your parents are paying you for your volunteering, I thought that was, pretty nice. Yeah,
Well, they're pretty generous.
yeah, that's good.
But I mean, they are, but they tend to snipe each other a little bit.
Oh,
Verbally, I mean.
uh,
They've probably been living together for too long and get on each other's nerves. But yeah, just saying, I do like books, even if you don't.
yeah. No, I wasn't
Fuck,
saying that. I wasn't
fuck
saying
you.
that to. I wasn't
Okay.
saying that to like make fun of you. I was just stating
You
my
s-
opinion. I think books are
you just sound-
incredibly
you-
boring. And yeah,
You
because I
sound
need
a little
my
venomous.
brain needs stimulation. So
Books are
Yeah.
stimulant. That's a bad thing. The reason I read is to not use the internet too much.
I think my problem is I'm really like picky. That's why, because someone made like someone
not-
rewrote GTA San Andreas as if it was like
Yeah.
a novel, and I was actually pretty interested in reading that, and so I
You
did.
said it's good.
Yeah, it's like really good. Like it's literally the whole story of San Andreas, but into a fucking novel. It's really good. Like imagine reading, "Keep up, motherfucker," Ryder said as he pedaled away in his bicycle. That's basically what the book is. It's so fucking good. I have to finish reading
Oh,
it, even though I know the
actually,
whole story already.
I like Dracula. Well, I've read one chapter.
Uh,
There's some really good descriptive language. Like, there were these wolves in a circle and they were howling, and this guy like fucks them off. The driver.
Damn man, how do people do hour-long podcasts? Man, that's fucking
Yeah, you just talk about whatever.
yeah, like fucking we haven't even reached an hour yet and I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, socializing's tiring for people like us.
Yeah.
I wanted to make one with, but
Well,
we didn't get around to it. Just us two. But I wanted to make a
Yeah.
video or something. Because I'd
Yeah.
rather make a video than a podcast. Like a video about a specific topic, or just a ramble video. Like
Yeah.
I mean, an actual video, not just audio, but a video. If you don't want to show your face, or we can just
No, it's fine.
I'll put on my.
I think it's about time that I finally, show my face, while taking out my glasses. Yo, what's up, Co? We're recording a podcast right now, so just letting you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh damn! I've like heard your voice once. Wow.
Yep. Here's Port. I can hear Port. Great, man. Yeah,
I heard you in the video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
Looks
was
like
kind of
Daniel
quiet. And
Radcliffe.
I was. We were drinking that night, so I was pretty quiet in that video. I was
I don't know, I
focusing
thought
on
you
the
were pretty
booze.
outgoing in that video.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I am.
David says you're more outgoing than he is.
Oh, for sure. David's an animal. No, he's like a crab,
He's a crab.
He's like a
bear.
crab, yeah. I've
He
heard him
hibernates in the
describe it.
winter.
Yes.
And
I've heard him
drinks.
say this. Dave said, I'm kind of like a crab, He's like, I'm like scary to children, I might pinch at you, but not all that threatening, really. I painted today, painted my room. I haven't painted my room in like 10 years. I've been at home off and on 10 years. Pretty wild looking back, all the crud and gum on the wall. So went ahead and scraped it all off and put a fresh coat of paint on, and now it's all clean and
Yeah.
ready for
Uncle Coma.
another 10 years.
I was about to say that painting walls, Uncle Co moment.
Yeah, paint the wall. It's pretty weird, isn't it? Who the hell just does that?
Needs,
I
I
don't
guess.
know. I got bored and went to the store. Well, I was going for some sushi because I got my neat bucks. But then I found a deal on some paint, so I just picked that up and ate sushi and went home and painted.
Wow.
Yeah. So what are you guys talking about before I barged in here and interrupted everything?
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, recording in real
forgot.
life.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, TFB probably doesn't care if he shows his face because it's TFB.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he would care either.
Tease some guitar tracks. So if you hear guitar tracks in one of his next recordings, it's something I put together and sent to him.
Oh yeah, I think I saw you, send some to T, but I didn't get the chance
Yeah.
to listen to it.
No, it was just a quick sample. I do that if you guys ever need guitar tracks played. I don't have anything going on. Just go ahead and shoot me a DM. And
Oh,
then
that's
I can
nice.
Send you. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Thanks.
for the future.
I think my brother used to have a guitar laying around. He probably
Yeah, a
took
lot
it
of
with him.
A lot of people do. It's pretty easy to pick up on.
Well, I think it was Tylenol says he doesn't use picks.
Yep.
He likes the fingers.
Yeah, that's pretty common in what is it? Eastern European style and Hispanic and Spanish style. They use the finger pick. They call it the Phrygian scale, and then they use arpeggios, stuff like that, to bind the notes together. But typically there'll be a lot of half steps, which give it kind of an eerie sound when it's played repetitively. But then you also get kind of a flow to it that gives it that classic.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
It's very
Ko, what?
articulate.
Hey, you guys can keep talking. I gotta be right back.
Okay.
Would you? How would you respond to TFB's message? What would having a job do? Solve any problems you have? Is it just the money allows you to be independent and financially stable?
It's definitely the money,
Huh?
because it's always the money. Everything comes down to money.
But it's more than neat bucks, surely.
Oh,
Unless you work minimum wage.
yeah.
Actually, that's
well,
probably.
it's always just the money. Being able to afford food, being able to pay for housing and stuff, because, it's all in well, but then once you start getting older and then you start getting into the subsidies and stuff like that, subsidized living, food allowances, and it gets pretty weird.
Yeah.
But really, that's it. Everything else is pretty hunky-dory. I guess it sucks, not being able to blow cash and have all the fun, but I guess you can just have some of the fun that way. I guess that's gotta get you by.
Yeah. I just couldn't picture myself being like a 50-year-old neat. That's
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
like basically. No, I mean, say you're a neat. I don't know. Say if you work until you're 30, for example, and then you're neat for 20 years, probably just rope or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. I mean, that happens. If you look at a lot of the suicides, a lot of those people, they're in between homes. They're, using heroin, meth.
Or they get divorced, raped,
That too, especially.
and they get on the booze or whatever.
The booze, then the dole, the neat box, then comes a depression, then comes the ultimatum. Either you dig yourself out of the hole, or you dig yourself into the hole. You pull the dirt down on yourself.
But people glorify being neat, like saying, "Oh, they're great, they're great people,"
No,
working out,
they're
reading
not.
literature, and like
No.
doing all this traveling and
No.
bullshit. Most neats
No.
probably just play video and drink and
That's it. That's literally it. There's no mystery. There's no sense of adventure. You shut
Right.
yourself in, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Every freaking time.
And needs are too poor to travel.
Typically, if you have help, then you're okay. Like if you live with somebody, you get like a buddy, like two neats living together. That's pretty feasible. If you just on your own.
I mean, yeah.
So, like, my family came home, but I don't want to stop the podcast. I want to continue this shit. I want to finish what I fucking started.
Are you in the? Okay.
Yeah. Well, what were you guys talking about?
Like being a neat and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could always camp around because you enjoyed that, right?
Oh yeah. I think basically anybody who is neat has done that before. That's not necessarily true. I'd say people on neat bucks have probably come to that, but just like your run-of-the-mill meat that's not on any dole. They're probably just comfy at home. People who have been out rough, they get used to sleeping out, stuff like that. So that becomes the norm.
I mean,
I guess that does give you more stuff to do, and you're able to walk around and make friends. I'd probably say those people are more content than the people shut in, not doing anything.
would you do it again? Because you said when you get older, it will be worse.
Oh yeah, it will. Definitely. I think probably anyone who gets bored, because you'll see a lot of the times older people, there'll be like an alert of an escaped elderly person from a retirement center, and then they'll always find them froze to death out in the woods. No joke. Happens here all the time. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not joking at all. If you look it up, it's called a silver alert in America. It happens. People would rather die outside in the cold than be stuck in that place another day, just to have a sense of freedom to be able to walk around. And these are like doctors and lawyers, people who've been, high positions in society. When they get older, they just walk off, and they'd rather freeze to death with freedom than die in the assisted living facility. So something to think about there.
So do you think camping out would make you happy if you did that as you get older?
Yeah.
Or you're
sure.
over it?
I'd probably do it again. I mean, we were supposed to camp out when Jack came down, but we just got way too drunk to do anything productive. So.
And how long have you been neat?
Oh, since 2016. But before that, I was from birth to 18. I had like a dual stipend kind of thing.
And birth to 18. I imagine that's like most people.
Yeah, well,
out here in Australia at least.
I had a dole then. Living on the dole. What about you? Have you ever considered? I know, Port, you said that you considered doing like a year just traveling around and camping out, stuff like that.
I think I should get a job for a year, because it leaves a big hole in your resume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or unless you can just lie on your resume, like I do.
Yeah, but you can only lie to a certain extent, and then it gets a bit unbelievable. Oh yeah, I was a high IQ warehouse operator for warehouse manager for 4 years since high school.
Well, other kids do the gap year shit. They'll go to India and or they'll go to fucking go to like their family's hometown and just fuck off for a year. But then again, that can also backfire, because then people think you're some kind of fucking commie hippie fucker or something. They don't want you there fucking around and getting high on the job.
Yeah.
So what I would do is maybe come up with a scheme, so instead of just putting it down on your resume, you had a gap year, just have someone lie for you, and then give them the phone number, and they can just pretend to be like your boss or something. Yeah, he was a cashier here for a whole year.
TFB.
You could have Mix do it. Yeah, exactly.
Mix.
You're a courier.
What's his name?
TFB's
Robert.
courier service.
Port Enterprise.
See, if we all do this, we could all pretend to be businesses for each other, and then we'll all have solid resumes.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, Dave's a business owner, so you could always
technically he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. He'll answer
I think he
his
doesn't give
phone.
himself enough credit.
Nah.
Yeah, he makes
mean,
it
he-
sound like he's working at a dead end job or something. But I think Dave has something really good going on for him.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's really cool. Like, it's a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, he runs his own business with his dad. That's cool.
yeah, he's been there for years and years, man. I think like coming up on like 8 or 9 years now.
Wow.
It's hard work, but it's honest. It's more than what a lot of people can say. Oh, he's got stories for days. You guys ought to get him on here next time. Do your
Yeah.
podcast. He'll tell you all about it. I don't want us.
I'm glad you hopped on. I think you hopped into VC at the perfect time because you just made this fucking podcast like 1,000 times more interesting.
I know.
Yeah.
And I haven't been on a podcast in a long time, or haven't been on voice chat or anything in a while. It really works out. The funny thing is, I didn't even mean to do it because I was listening to music and I clicked on it. I didn't know it would just pull me right into the chat, but it did. So.
Yeah. Next time me and Port do this in like the server VC, I'm gonna have to change the name of like the VC channel to fucking podcast in progress, just so people can get a heads up.
Yeah. That way they know, because I didn't know. I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah. I just haven't really felt like posting today. In the chat.
I do that
Sometimes
too.
it gets a bit much.
Sometimes it can be, especially if you're trying to do stuff. Like I was painting all day and I had paint all over me, so I couldn't even grab my phone to get on if I wanted to.
Jacking off, but yeah. That's my big. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta quiet your mind.
Yeah.
Meditate.
Sometimes that can help. Sometimes it can piss you off even more.
Do you have any information about Undead?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering too, because when he comes back, I'm gonna say welcome back from the dead. Knee slapper joke there. He's undead again. But I think it'll be probably like maybe another week or so. He's gonna find like some really spicy ass memes, and he's just gonna get over it and just come back, because you think about it, we're the only people he can really like come to share his.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking too, because I don't think it's hard to find like a group of people who would accept
tolerate your. I don't know, but
doxing.
Yeah, don't dox anybody. His family affairs and his political alignment. That whole thing, like
his family affairs.
Family affairs. That's a very good way of describing it without actually, naming it. We'll call it family affairs from now on.
I mean, his unique blend of family affairs and politics. I mean, there ain't no one else gonna listen to that.
Exactly. I really hope this is not a big deal as we're all making it out to be, because I hope that when Undead comes back, I hope he's gonna be like, oh, why the fuck were you guys so worried about me? No, I really hope we reach that point.
I just hope he's doing something with his life. Because I don't want to be despondent about it. But it's like Jack said, he had that discussion with Undead before he left.
Yeah, because like when he disappeared, I kind of I looked at the previous chat logs. I was trying to find you know, what was his, you know, last message in the server, and it was a conversation with Jack. And
Yeah.
I don't
So
think that conversation was the reason why Undead left. I think there's some IRL
Really?
shit going on, like Swap said. I didn't think, you know, a single conversation is enough for him to, you know, there's more going on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that too, because
I
the
think it
chat was
spurred him
pretty
on.
mild. You know, I mean, think about like when we all kind of haze each other a little bit, but I mean, nothing too bad. You know, like people haze Port on stuff. People haze Undead about his
Not
stuff.
so much recently.
You know,
Yeah.
but it's just out of fun. You know, we're just screwing around. We don't have anything
Yeah.
else to do.
It's not like mean-spirited, it's just, you know,
No.
banter.
So, I mean, and he's highly intelligent, so I don't think he would take offense to tease memes about him and stuff like that.
Yeah. Those guys should make a fucking sitcom together, because
They're like perfect.
Exactly, right? Undead and Tylenol, they're so fucking funny together.
Oh yeah.
They're like brothers, you know.
Yeah.
For those who
Legit.
don't know, Undead left the server on the 1st of October, and he's been here since last December.
Yes.
So it's not like he was scummy and just scummy all.
What did
don't know.
Scummy Al even
No.
do? Like, he was
He's
just
just-
inactive.
He's
That's
just
it.
so forgettable. He's just so forgettable. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like him. He seems chill.
Undead was an actual user. It was an active user. So
Yeah, I get what you mean. He was the actual
ver-
character
was very-
in this sitcom.
it was very bizarre that but if he's doing something good, I wish him the best, even if it's just taking
Being
a
a
break
plumber.
or that. It doesn't matter, just do something. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Imagine if he's actually hitchhiking around the world with a sleeping bag, because that was the last conversation Jack and Undead, you know, had, right? You know, Jack was like, you know, oh, you know, live life, you know, get a sleeping bag, hitchhike around the world. Imagine if Undead actually just packed up his bags and actually fucking
Mix.
left. Yeah, see ya.
That's like that's a finishing point. You got to start by just leaving your house,
Yeah, of course, you gotta leave your house, but
going for a bike
That's
ride.
the first
Like,
step, you know.
yeah,
But he's not going to do it overnight, Mix.
yeah. Of
He's
course,
not
of course.
hiking around America right now.
I did.
I was just memeing what Jack said before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be funny if he was,
Yeah,
but he's not.
But yeah, I do miss him, and you know, I hope he comes back. You know.
Maybe he
Yeah.
had some. We got back running. Mix
Yo.
went silent for a bit.
Oh, there's difficulties. Testicular difficulties.
Actually, I'm gonna log off.
Alright, see you later, Port.
All right, see you, Paul. I think I'm gonna head out to.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm going to
yeah.
bed. It's good talking with you guys.
Yeah,
It's
it was-
kind
it
of
was
cool
great.
to pop in at the end, unexpected,
Yeah,
on the fly.
yeah. All right, Paul.
All right.
I'll see you guys later.
Alright, I'll see you guys.
See ya.